Hello again guys, long time no see. I say because I haven't actually filmed anything in probably a couple of weeks. I've been doing some stuff. The videos that I've been putting out are actually videos I've been finishing up from the last few months. I've got a couple of more of those, but I thought it was time to sort of show you what I've been working on. You may be able to tell behind me I've got a couple of things that have changed. I've got these sound dampening panels that I've actually had sitting over in the corner for the last almost a year that we finally got installed. I don't know how big of a difference it's actually making, but you'll have to let me know. Check out some of the previous videos I've made in this setup and let me know if there's a huge difference or not. The biggest difference I've noticed is there's just a little bit less of an echo, and I actually kind of like the look as well, but you may not be seeing that look for too much longer because the other thing I've been working on is over here. So let's go. And there we go. Now, if you couldn't tell, this is a different angle. This is a different part of the room. It's going to look a little different, maybe sound a little different. I'm a little bit farther away from the camera. I've got other lenses I can experiment with, but this is just sort of the initial trial. And that does lead into what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, some more lighting stuff that I'm incorporating here. I've officially jumped on that tech YouTuber bandwagon and picked myself up a set of these. This is the Nanoleaf Aurora Smarter Kit. If you're not familiar with this, if you haven't seen it in everybody else's videos, I'll go ahead and make it simple for you. This in particular is a 9-panel LED kit, so each of these little triangles that are included is an LED panel. There's one power connection that plugs into the wall. Other than that, it's completely wireless. There's no remotes, there's nothing else. You simply control it using either the app on your phone or using Siri or Alexa. And not only are these LED panels, these are multicolored LED panels, so you can make them whatever color you can dream of. And you can organize them in whatever way you want to organize them, as long as it fits into a 9-triangle pattern. There are also larger sets of these available if you want to pay more for it, but it was about $150 for this set on Best Buy, so I didn't want to go any bigger than this to start with. I can always expand later. But inside of the package, you are going to find 9 of these panels, as I mentioned, 9 linking tiles, 1 controller, 28 pieces of mounting tape, command strips, as well as the power supply that plugs into the controller. To actually start using these, you're gonna have to have an app on your phone. As you can see here, I downloaded it to my iPhone. You just set up an account with them very quickly. You pair it up to the lights using the included home kit information. It connects up using your wireless network, and you can just start using them. Now, as you may be able to tell looking at my background here, I don't actually have them set up at the moment. They're right there. So they're sitting there waiting to be installed because I'm not really sure what pattern I would like to put them in, what design I would like to make with this. There's a bunch of designs that are possible with 9 triangular tiles, and the sort of plan that I had was to put them in this general area because there's a little bit of wall opening there, and it would give a nice sort of a background light. The lights that I've got right here are actually hue bulbs that I've installed. So with the push of a button or just saying a certain phrase, I can change the entire lighting and the mood of the scene, as it were, to whatever I want it to look like and whatever I want it to feel like, which is awesome. And the really cool thing about it is, inside of the Nanoleaf app, there's the ability to manage these same hue bulbs, so you can set scenes within the app to control the Nanoleaf itself as well as the hue bulbs. You'll see that here in just a minute. And just for the fun of it, I did go ahead and I set up a quick design over here. But like I was saying, the really cool thing about this app is you can set it up so that certain scenes interact with the hue bulbs as well. So if I hit the color burst scene, for example, both of my hue bulbs in the background turn on, as well as the Aurora lights over here. And the Aurora lights actually start going through a pattern and changing colors over time. So as you can see, they're actually changing back there. If I change over to the Nemo pattern, just the Aurora lights change and they go all orange and white, but it's actually kind of difficult to see in the lighting here. If I hit the snowfall, you can see the lights in the background actually changed. I set this one up so that it would change the hue lights as well as the Aurora light. And actually that's a pretty neat little effect there. I've even got one called filming that I was intending to use for if I was making videos, so that the hue lights will change as well as the Aurora light. And so far, just the little bit of time that I've actually spent with this, configuring it, playing with it, turning it on and off and changing it and whatnot, very cool stuff. I just realized I forgot to turn on one of the background lights right here. But to keep this video sort of short, sweet, and to the point, 1, the office layout is changing. We've got some differences happening. There's a lot of cable management muck over here that needs to happen. This little piece of furniture is not going to be here terribly long. The next time I make it to IKEA, this is actually going to be replaced, and all the cable management and wires and everything will be dealt with at that point. But just sort of changing the look and the feel of the videos and experimenting with new technology, which is something that I absolutely love. So you'll have to let me know what you think about these Aurora lights, these Nanoleaf lights. Realistically speaking, $150 for something like this is a little bit much, but if you think about it, these bulbs here, the hue bulbs, are about $50 a piece. So to get 9 of these panels in this kit that can all be kind of custom set up, because I even forgot to mention that earlier, you can go in on a triangle by triangle basis and set each one to whatever color you want. You can set up whole patterns and download new patterns to it so that very cool stuff with this, and it's extraordinarily flexible. I have not gotten to that point with it yet. But as I was saying, you guys will have to let me know what sort of pattern you think would be interesting or cool or would help the scene look a little bit better. I do like the way that it looks laying on the desk, but I don't think laying on the desk would be best. Maybe I could possibly tile it along the wall using the strips, just have like a 9 tile wide, I don't know, I'll think about it. I was actually thinking something up through this area as sort of a starting point, but I'll ask you guys for some suggestions there and eventually come up with something to do, because that's kind of what I do. But let me know what you think about this down in the comment section. I'll put links to where you can find these Aurora lights down below, because even though they are a little bit expensive, they're still really awesome. It adds a nice little touch to either your entertainment system, your office, whatever setup you've got. I think it's kind of cool. So thank you guys as always for watching. Just a quick update video here, as it were. Remember to hit that thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to receive more, and I'll see you again next time.